Bienvenido, raza, a Puro Potente, where everything we talk about is potente. The past, the present, and the future. On today's show, we're going to be featuring our latest video, Ojitos Traviesos 25. Getting a little insight about that and how we felt and how all that came together. And we've got a guest, Lucy Rodriguez. She's going to be on in about 15 minutes. So we're gonna try to ask her some of the tough questions, but she's a very kind, sweet soul. We were just talking with her backstage, so we're not gonna be too. We don't want our guests to be that bad, but we're gonna ask a couple of questions here. Q, how have you been, my brother? Johnny's missing. I don't know where he's at, but how have
Yeah,
you been?
Johnny's missing in action, man. I don't know where that guy's
He
at.
is.
Al rato viene y toca la puerta y le abrimos la puerta para que nos entretenga el vato.
Yeah.
I've been good, man. Just busy at work, man. De hecho, my shoulder's been killing me, man, the last week or so. I don't know what's going on. Probably gonna have to go back and get that checked out. I know I was taking those steroid injections for a while. I got a couple of those earlier in the year, but I may have to get another one of those before we go to Monterrey, man. Si no, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it, man. Been
Yeah,
in a lot of pain.
you
Pero
better get going quick because
yeah,
that show is
yo
coming.
sé. Pero aside from that, man, everything's good, man. Super busy at work like always. Right now I'm on the road. I'll headed to Biloxi, Mississippi. Gonna go
Oh, that's
visit.
right.
Yeah,
You're
going to visit Eliseo and his wife, Celeste. And big news on that front, man. I don't know if I told you or if you've heard already, but man, they're expecting a baby in April, bro. I don't know if
Oh
I told
my
you.
goodness. Well,
So,
hey,
so
at least they waited till they got married, right?
well,
That's a
yeah,
plus. That's a
yeah,
plus.
man. Baby steps, baby. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. No, well, congratulations to them. Uh,
Exactly.
they're very. He's like you. What do you call it? Eliseo's like you. Structured as hell, organized as
Hombre,
hell. So
no le digas eso, y no,
no le
that's a
digas
curse.
eso.
That's a curse.
Hey, that's a good thing. What are you talking about? Well, Q, I know Lucy is limited for time today, so I don't want to take too much time. From I want to dedicate as much time to her interview as possible. So we're gonna obviously I have queued up the Ojitos Traviesos video. Is there anything that you would like to share with the viewers? Story or how you feel about the video or anything like that?
Man, it's such a nostalgic feeling with that video, man. I really enjoyed everything. The setting, again, Danielle and Denise hit it out of the park. They always do good in finding good settings to film these videos in, man. But that arcade was awesome, man. I want to go back and actually play the arcade.
I know.
Pagamos 15 bolas por el wristband and we didn't
We
even
were
play
there
the
for
video
about
games, man.
15
So
minutes.
yeah. So
15
I was like,
minutes.
I want to go back and actually play the video games, man. So,
I
but yeah,
know.
man. Again, awesome job. They always do a great job finding locations that que se acoplan con el grupo, ¿verdad? Con
Claro.
lo que representa potente. Yeah.
Es cierto. Pues vamos a verlo y a ver qué opina la gente. Deja sus comentarios when you see it. And anyway, like I said, if you haven't caught it, Betches Music, Puedes ver el video en Mechas Music cuando quieras. También voy a estar compartiendo el enlace en mi página, Anthony Quintanilla, en de Potente. So, pero aquí lo vamos a ver qué opina la raza.
A ver qué onda.
Hey Q, se me hace que este video va a salir tremendísimo. ¿Sabes tus partes?
Sí me la sé, pero si quieres escucharla otra vez.
Seguro, ¿no?
¿Dónde andarán aquellos ojitos traviesos, de los cuales muchas veces yo me vi? Yo recuerdo que llorando me decían que serían solamente para mí. Cada vez que yo recuerdo esos ojitos y su boquita la que es igual a miel, me dan ganas de buscarla y de rogarle, si es preciso arrodillarme ante sus pies. Pero luego que recuerdo sus traiciones, de las cuales no olvidaré jamás, con coraje me dedico a las mentiras y con copas voy a tratar de olvidar. Tomo y tomo hasta sentirme embriagado y no logro separarte de mi mente, pero seguiré tratando de olvidarte y borrarte de mi mente para siempre. Qué terrible es amar sin ser amado, sin tener una esperanza tal siquiera. Pero así yo pagaré por este mundo, solo y triste y despreciado hasta que muera.
¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Preparado?
¿Preparado, compadre? Yanni, vamos a ver qué pedo.
Eso, man.
Act 4.
Hola, Q. No, you were still saying action. I didn't go in my fault.
Dale, María.
Pero así yo pagaré
Do it again, do it again. Sing. Oh, it's good, Dan.
Start walking towards the camera. Start walking towards the camera. Start walking towards the camera.
I ain't the only one that likes his shoes. My brother over here likes his shoes too. Uh-huh.
Woo! Action.
¿Cómo te sientes? Good. I can't see that, right? Yes. Well, Q, it was a fun experience with Denise and Danielle. It always is. So I enjoyed it as always. Like I said, I'm just glad that Daniel and Denise are part of Potente's team, que forman parte del equipo de Potente, porque ya sabes, todos los videos siempre es un buen tiempo.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. I really like always. I enjoy the outtakes, man. It's my favorite part of the video is the
Yep,
outtakes, man.
yep, me too. Mom said the same thing. It's my favorite part. So, well, I don't want to waste too much time because we got Lucy backstage. We're gonna bring her. We're gonna bring her on and ask her some questions and get to know a little about her. We're she anda promoviendo su nuevo sencillo Como Lo Olvido, so we're gonna be featuring that. Let's bring her on. Lucy, how are you doing?
Welcome.
Good. How are you guys? Hi.
We are very good. We are honored to have you. Like I said, we don't have a lot of invitados. We're barely starting to, so you're one of the first half dozen or so that have come on, and it's a pleasure to have you on. Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Hey, take Heather and
Pues
Rosie.
muchas
These are the
gracias.
ones. Hey, can you put Lucy on the show? I said, yeah, yeah, heck yeah. I said, I like. I said, I don't know Lucy, but I'm gonna get to know Lucy here on Puro Potente for sure.
That's right.
Bienvenida, mi amiga. Tell
Well,
us
thank you.
Tell us a little bit. I know que andas promoviendo el nuevo sencillo Como Lo Olvido. So I've caught a little bit on some of your previous interviews with Hin Dog and, like I said, Veronica. Talk to us a little bit about your new single. Who are you? Tell our audience a little bit of background about Lucy.
Well, I've been doing this for a little while now. I'm not gonna say my age, but
You don't have to. We're not gonna make you. Okay.
but uh, I was born the son of a sharecropper. No, I'm kidding. Um, I've been doing this since I was about. I always say like between 12 and 14 because it just depends on who you ask, whether you ask my mom or asked my mom or asked my dad. So I don't really remember. It was either 12 or 14ish, but professionally to where, I was actually like in front of an audience, for instance, that
Okay.
was 14.
All right.
So, yeah, but actually, that audience was the Vatican because
What?
it was
What?
it was
I know there's a story behind this one.
it was a command
I wasn't
performance
ready for that,
for,
man. I wasn't ready
for
for
Pope
that.
John Paul II.
Wow.
Neither was I. Well, man, like I said, we just heard about a Freddie Records connection that you have
Oh,
and we
that's
have.
right.
We'll get into that a little bit deeper in the show. But talk to us right now about Como Lo Olvido. This is a new song that you've been featuring, and like I said, I've caught a little bit about this, a little background from other podcasts that I've caught you on. So tell our viewers a little bit about how this all came together for you.
Well, Como Lo Olvido has been in the works for at least 3 years now. It just wasn't quite right. It was written, commissioned by me, going back and forth with the writers. There's two writers, Sandra Uribe from Colombia and Jose Luis Soria from Chihuahua, Mexico. And they're both co-writers on the song. And I just wanted to convey a certain message that I had lived through, and it just wasn't the writing was fine. That wasn't the issue. The issue was the issue was that it took a while to write the song because there wasn't much time for them. Like they couldn't find the time to write it. They were working with other big artists actually, but once it was written, then the matter of actually having it recorded and produced correctly came to play because it just didn't sound right. It wasn't conveying the message that I wanted to convey. It was it in Tejano, it didn't sound right. In a mix of Tejano and Norteño, it didn't sound right. It wasn't right. So finally, this version that you guys are listening to
Yes.
is the one that was released, is the one that finally hit the mark for me at least. And I think it's doing okay because what I told Sevi Contreras, the producer,
Yes.
finally, was that I said I want to hit on Angeles Azules, like just get that kind of vibe out,
Okay.
and because I couldn't pinpoint it, I couldn't put my finger on what exactly I wanted to to I guess to put on it myself.
Well,
So,
let me ask
and
you
he,
this, because I heard I've heard this story, and I know that you had said on Hen Dogs, I caught it on Hen Dogs show, where you said it took multiple years because there were multiple producers working on it. Now, is was that was there an issue? Because I know you said money was paid. Was there ever an issue that, like you said, you paid them money and they kind of shelved you? And they didn't do any work for you,
no,
or
no,
no?
no. Now, one of them, I'm not going to name any
No, we don't
names,
have to mention
but
any names. Yes.
It's all good.
No,
but
there's no names.
but one of them takes very very long to do work,
Oh,
um,
okay.
but that has zero to do with the price of potatoes in Egypt. To be honest, it
Okay.
was just a matter of once he did the work, it was like this is this is what you
Yeah,
present after a year and a half almost.
I
So
got you.
really,
What do you think
I
about that,
got you.
Q?
Oh man, I've got a lot of opinions based. I mean, just on what she's saying, and I'm listening to her tell the story. Tell your story about how this came to fruition, and I'm thinking to myself, it's a very difficult scenario because you have writers in different countries, and you have multiple producers working on a project. Everybody has their own idea. Cada cabeza es su mundo, ¿verdad? And so
That's
everybody
right.
has their own idea of what it's supposed to sound like. And when you're not all in the same room at the same time, it's very difficult to bounce that back and forth amongst four or
Yep.
five or six people and get that done in a timely manner. It's just gonna take a long time to do that. And so that's kind of
ahí
what
está el
I'm getting.
detalle.
Yeah,
Ahí
that's what
está
I'm
el
getting from.
problema.
Yeah, yeah,
Johnny,
that's
Como decía
right.
can you
Cantinflas.
hear us, Johnny? Can you hear us, Johnny?
I can hear you.
You're
Can you hear
yeah,
me?
you're
Yeah, I
loud
can
as
hear you.
hell. Let me
Can you hear
turn you
me?
down. Yeah, I can hear you a little too loud. So what do you want to chime in on this? I know you've heard enough now. And your internet seems to be holding steady.
Uh, no, I'm on the phone right now, man. I don't know. We're getting a lot of rain over here, man. So it's crazy over here right now, man. We're getting a lot of rain over here right now.
Well,
So it's
this
been
is
my
Lucy.
laptop just started.
I know you
How you
didn't get
doing,
to
Lucy?
hear the welcome.
Mucho
This is
gusto.
Lucy. Yes, mucho gusto. So
Saludos.
do you have
Saludos.
anything to chime in on this, Johnny? This
I
and
didn't. I didn't. Well, I didn't catch much of it, man. But
well,
whatever. Whatever.
I'm gonna go ahead and say out since you were. I'm gonna take your spot here since now you
Hmm.
fall in. No, Q is absolutely correct, and what he's saying, it's difficult, and when you're trying, you as the person who's the artist who's gonna sing the song, you have a feel that you want, and it's very difficult. I know because we have problems getting. That's why I want to produce my own music all the time because it's very difficult for somebody to capture what you want, and it's difficult even working amongst with Q and Johnny here. Even that's difficult, and we've been performing. We go back 30 plus years, and it's difficult. So it's even more difficult. It's even more of a challenge when you don't have somebody that you work with consistently that knows how you feel and how you wanted to make that. So I totally understand how that could take quite a bit, for that to go through.
I
Are
think
you
one of the
happy?
biggest challenges. Hang on,
Go
hang
ahead.
on. Well, I think one of the biggest challenges is um is it, man, when you feel so passionately about something, a project,
Yep.
uh, and it just it's so frustrating when it's not coming out the way you want it. You know what you want to hear, but like it's just not coming out that way. And man, it's so frustrating to move forward on that project
Go ahead,
because
Lucy.
it means
Because
so much to you.
Go ahead, Lucy.
here's the kicker. The first producer had been working with me already for years and years and years, producing my music. And the
Is
thing
this the
is that
same
he
person that
just,
did was it Golpes en el Corazón?
yes,
Okay, because see, I
yeah.
like I really like
He
that.
did
We're
a
gonna get to it.
fantastic,
Yeah.
that's the thing. He had been doing a fantastic job up until then. And
Wow.
I don't understand. So I just gave it away. I'm sure, but
No, well, that's funny because I can hear it, and we're gonna hear the difference in the songs, "Como lo olvido" versus the other two. The other two are very Tejano. I mean, I'm not. We don't play Tejano, but I like Tejano. I like the panning
yeah,
specifically,
yeah. I
and
mean,
and
yeah.
and "Golpes en el Corazón." You can hear it. In this particular one, like I said, it could be a vibe that you guys wanted to capture, but it's different.
Mhm.
But Lucy, let's go ahead and take a look at it, and we'll finish
Okay,
talking about
sure.
this uh,
Yes.
on the other side. Okay?
Honest opinions, please only.
Okay. Well, I've already heard it, Lucy.
Absolutely.
I've already heard it, Lucy, so don't worry about it.
Uh,
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna lead with this one. My favorite is Golpes en el Corazón. So I can't wait to get
oh,
to that
okay.
one. Okay. But here, for everybody, check it in. Check it. Here we go. Como lo olvido.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué me enamoré de ti? ¿Por qué no pude descubrir la persona que en realidad tú eras? Yo a ti mi vida te entregué y no supe ni cuándo fue que me dejaste de querer. Tal vez fue una sola mirada que entró en lo profundo de mi alma. Tal vez fueron todas tus palabras que al fin ya no sirvió de nada. ¿Cómo lo olvido? Me está preguntando el corazón. ¿Dónde dejo los recuerdos que vivimos él y yo? ¿Cómo lo olvido?
ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Como lo olvido, Lucy Rodriguez. Congratulations. I know it took a long
Thank you.
time, 3 years,
Yes,
but
it
you know
did.
what? I'm going to tell you if you like it, and I always tell this to all the artists, don't let somebody else tell you how you want your music to be, because you're the one that ultimately is nothing worse than having a hit song that you hate and you've got to sing it over and over and over, and it's not you. Why are you laughing, Q? Why are you laughing, Q?
That-
No, pues yo
that's
no digo nada, bro.
that, that's what I used to. That's what I would tell the other producer. I almost said his name because I would say, dude, I'm the one that has to promote it.
That's
I
right.
don't want to promote it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to
Yeah.
sing it. I don't want to nothing
Yes.
because it honestly it sounded like I was whining and I didn't like the vocals on it. I didn't like the arrangements on it. I didn't like the instrumentation. Nothing about that song made sense at all.
Yep.
And he's like, but why not? It's fantastic. It's great. It'll hit the Tejano market. No, it's not.
Eh,
It just won't. It sounded like somebody on a Casio keyboard just freaking going at it.
ay, 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 Q, what do you have to say about that?
Man, I salute your passion, and I think it's something that's that's much needed in today's Tejano market, man. It's just w- to feel that passionately about something and and want to pursue it and make sure that it's what you want, because like Anthony said, at the end of the day, you're the one performing these songs. I mean, and if you can't connect with the song yourself, how do you expect the audience to you can't convey a connection with the song? The audience is not going to respond to that. I mean, they can tell, you know what I mean? The
Yeah,
feeling's not there.
yeah,
So
exactly.
so
What's the
yeah, I think
point?
you're absolutely right. And it's, I don't know, it's, I think in today's day and age, where anybody with any knowledge of computers can go in and make music, you know, why not be able to do what you want to do? There's no reason to sacrifice what you want to do, for the benefit, of, well, I got to go pay a studio guy. People can do their own music, so put out the music that you want to put out, and if it's not right, redo it and do it until it is right. And if they can't get it, then get somebody else in there that can get it right. You know what I mean? To,
Yeah,
to get the sound that you want.
yeah, exactly. And that's why when Rosie said, you know what, if you can't find anybody, try give Sevi a try. Just give him a shot. And I'm like, nobody else has been able to, but I'll try.
Well,
And
I'm
because
glad.
I pitched it to other producers and they were like, nope, no way, it can't be done, what you want cannot be done. And I was like, it can. I can hear it. I
I can
hear
hear
it.
it. And once again, this is why I tell you, I mean, a lot of our music, we go back so many years to the Freddie Records days when we were Freddie Records. A lot of our stuff, we weren't producers, and we were doing our own music. And we go back and we laugh at all the arrangements we used to do. I mean, it's a joke. It really is. But I mean, we didn't know. I mean, it's an art, and you learn it. There's
Yeah.
a science to the madness. You know what I mean? And understanding how music is put together, how everything works. So today, I mean, we learned, and I learned. I still Q and I mean, we back and forth with different things, chord progressions, and what we want to hear.
Yeah.
And feelings, tension, and resolution. Where do we want to feel it? Do we want to create more? All that. That's producer talk. And you
Hmm.
and that's why we went ahead and did that, because I don't want to. I can't, no se lo voy a dejar a alguien más que me lo
Right.
haga, porque no, nunca, they never, I just did an intro for Mexico, right? They had some guys from Mexico that were going to do it. I didn't even wait. I did it myself, because there's no way what I'm trying to put together, I'm not going to be able to tell them. They ain't gonna do it. Only one. That's why they always tell you, Q, you know this. They always tell you, write your own bio, because nobody knows your story like you.
That's right.
It's just
That's
so
right.
true. There's a passion. You live that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Somebody else ain't gonna capture that. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Right.
Exactly. So, moving on. Let's see what we got here. We got a few people out there. Blanca, I don't know if Blanca's still tuning in. Blanca, saludos. Te vemos el día 7.
Saludos, Blanca.
Q, you ready to celebrate?
Absolutely, man. Mi cumpleaños el día 7. Ahí vamos a estar celebrando en el Corral Western Club en Monterrey, Nuevo León.
Oh, you
Los
guys are
invitamos a
playing.
todos.
En Blanca's birthday, Blanca cumpleaños el día 6. So, su esposo van a estar ahí. También, Jerry y Azalia. Hey, did you see those new the flyers that I put up? Jerry y Azalia fueron los que hicieron esos flyers. Ves que nomás es potente. Yeah, Jerry y
Yeah,
Azalia me los mandaron.
yeah, good job. Gracias.
Yes, they said, hey,
Saludos hasta Monterrey. Yo
yes,
soy de Allende, Nuevo León.
we got a lot of friends that tune in when they tune in, but I don't know if Elida's playing today or not. And if they are, that's what's going on here. Well, we got Jesse ready here. Always room to improve. Yes, there is. There's always room to improve. You better believe that. I think for me personally, Q, you know this, is when you record it and you listen to it, there's always something you
Yes,
hear.
yes,
Okay,
yes, yes.
comment on it, Lucy. There's
So,
always
look,
something. I should have done this. I should have done that.
yeah,
And
but listen, you have to move forward. You have to reach a point where it's good
move on
enough
to
for
the
you to
next
move
one.
forward. Porque si no, ahí te vas a quedar
Yep.
stuck in that same thing, and you'll be on the same song for years and years, and you'll
Yep.
never
Yeah,
finish
I
the
know.
project. So
Mhm.
you
Yeah,
have to move.
yeah.
You have to, while you're not compromising the integrity of the work, but you are saying, you know what, hasta aquí llegó este proyecto y aquí lo vamos a terminar, and then moving forward in your live shows, and if you want to redo it, you know,
Yes,
5 or
yes,
10 years down the road,
yes.
and make those little adjustments, and that's the time to redo that. You know what I'm saying? But in the moment, tienes que avanzar. Si no te quedas ahí, yeah, you
Sí,
have to.
así es, así es, así
And
es.
Lucy, you sound like you really know about this. I can
Yeah.
tell in your face. You must have regrets on some of your songs you recorded, huh? Because I know
Todas,
I do.
todas,
Plenty of them.
All of them.
Exactly.
You're right.
todas las
Every
You're absolutely
anteriores.
right.
single one of them. No hay ninguna que oigo, chinga, le hubiera hecho así. No, hombre, ese adorno
Yeah.
ya valió madre. We should have done a segunda there.
Esta es la única cual que, no, esta está bien, así como está,
Yeah.
pero las demás anteriores, no, no están bien, no están correctas, tengo que regresar a grabar otra vez de nuevo. No, no, no hay tiempo, no se puede, por
Mhm.
X razón, no.
Claro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? But I
What?
want you, like, I paid you. Like, let me go in, just let me just do this one part again, you know? No,
Yeah.
no, no
Yeah.
se puede,
Dame
o no
esta.
tengo tiempo.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
know.
I'm
You
sorry.
ran
I
out of
can go
time.
on and on
You're-
and on about that. I'm sorry.
No,
But
I
you're
know.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, yeah.
Pero esta
And I love
es
your
la
passion,
única.
man. You really convey it.
No, I
This has
know.
been the first one and the only one so far. So I cannot wait to get back in the studio with Sevi, and I finally have the next one in my hands. Well, the raw one that's just been written.
Is that
So
gonna be the one with the collaboration?
No. Oh, with Carlos Moreno?
Yes.
No, I wish.
I
I
wish.
need to call him. I need to call him.
Because I heard that you were gonna
Oiga,
do a collaboration with him. I said, well,
Yeah.
okay, that's awesome,
Yes,
man.
yes, and he doesn't know that I'm already talking about it. So
He
he
doesn't know.
now
Hey,
I'm gonna
I
have
had
to
the
call.
I had the
Yeah, lo estás
opportunity
promoviendo.
to interview him as a guest host on the Three Amigos sometime back. So I got to meet him, and yeah, it was awesome
Good.
because he how can I say, his stories son
Yes.
mucho similar, son muy similar a las historias de nosotros.
Mhm.
Ya hoy en día no es igual porque ya, pues, todo, pues, no digo que es muy fácil, pero no batallan los músicos como batallaban en aquellos tiempos.
Ajá. Así es.
Es cierto,
Así
y las
es.
historias que
Así
estaba
es.
contando Carlos, le dije, estos parecen las historias que pasamos nosotros. Por ahí estaba solo yo y Juan, pero I mean, some of the stories he said, it was like, wow, bro, this is going back. I said, you don't hear esos tipos de historias ya no se cuentan, todo es fácil, como dice Q. Grabas con una computadora muy fácil, en
Yeah.
aquellos tiempos, no, hombre, cállate.
Fácil.
No, hombre, hoy en
Ujú.
día es muy diferente. I know we're pressed for time, so let's move on to this next one, and we're just going to watch it and we'll talk about it.
Oh, God.
Así es el amor. Come on, no Q. Wait till you see this car. All right, hey, ladies and gentlemen, watch this car. I know there's a story behind it, and we're going to find it out on the other side. Here we go. Así es el amor.
Así es el amor, así es nuestro amor, como un niño pequeño, travieso y risueño, inquieto y gruñón. Así es el amor, así es nuestro amor, increíble inocencia, sencilla la ausencia de nuestro calor.
Ladies and gentlemen, tune in Friday nights at 8 to the Puro Potente podcast on Tejano TV. You can view it by clicking the live podcast link in the Tejano TV app, on Roku TV, on your cell phones, or on the Mas Chingon website. Don't miss an episode. Friday nights at 8. We'll see you in the Potente Studio. All right, now that's a classic Tejano right there. I love it. The trumpets, the leading notes on the keyboards. That's what I hear. Tejano. I love it. Now tell us, whose car is that? Is that your car? Did you borrow it?
It's
It's a Chevy. So
no.
what? It's a '50 Chevy. What year
55.
exactly?
I think it was,
55.
55. Yeah.
yeah, either 55 or 57. That's all I
Something
know.
like that. Yes.
Yeah. So
Beautiful
you guys
car.
know more than me. And that
Told you.
I know Mustangs. So
Oh,
to
There
tell
was
me
okay.
there was a
Mustangs,
Mustang in there. I
will-
saw it.
Yeah. Yes.
So who lent you the car? That's a garage or something? Because there's multiple
It's
cars there.
yes, it's in Gregory, Texas. So what it is
Hmm.
a garage that they restore cars and they sell them. So it's God, I forgot the name of the place, but he had me do, while I was there, he had me do like an ad for them. So
Awesome.
That's cool.
so God, I forgot Rudy's. I think Rudy's Garage or something like that. Maybe it's called Rudy's Garage. Could be. But yeah, it's in Gregory, Texas, and
So
that's
and
where we
what
recorded
brought
it.
you all the way down to Gregory to do that?
That's a great
the
question.
producer of the song was good friends with the garage owner. So
Awesome.
he said,
What-
you know what? I think it'd be good because it's a classic song. It's
Yes.
And it's a Carlos Moreno song, by the way, in case
I
you
didn't know that.
it's a lesser known song
Yes.
because it was requested by him. He said, you know what? You did such a good job on Hello Baby Doll. Can you please cover Así es el amor?
You
And
know
I
what?
said, sure.
I remember hearing it when I was doing some background on him. You're right. I didn't know that, but now that you say that, I did a real quick background when I was going to interview him, and I remember hearing that song. Yes. Wow. What a small world. Well, you know what? I know we have a little time left here, so we can slow the pace down. Tell us a little bit about your dad and Freddie Martinez and all that, because we were talking that behind backstage, and I mean, you got me. I'm in awe. I said, I want to hear the story. I love history, and I'm sure Q loves history too. So tell us,
Absolutely, yeah.
how does this all connect for you?
So my dad and Freddie Martinez were very, 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 very good friends when my father was alive. So from starting with before Freddie Records was even a thing.
Yep.
So my dad took the cover photos for all of the artists, starting from Freddie himself, and then Te Traigo Estas Flores. He took
Yes.
that one in black and white, and like I was telling you, my mother colorized it by hand in oil
Very
painting.
interesting.
Yeah, I know.
If you see it, it looks kind of weird
Yes. Yeah,
because
you're right.
she.
I know.
Yes,
I'm
it does.
familiar with it.
I
I'm
have
familiar
I
with
have the LP.
Oh yeah, there you go. So if you look at the back, it'll say photo by Raul Rodriguez. So that's him.
That's so cool.
Okay.
And
how does it? Because I mean the story. I'm going to tell you the little bit of story that the backstory that I know as far. I didn't know. I never knew this. Okay, but I remember talking with the Martinez boys, and one of the reasons why Freddie ultimately called his career a little short was because he did purchase. He wanted to make his company, Freddie Records, and it's a conflict of interest. He, if he wanted to be uh, what do you call it, a disquera, was you can't. It's hard to get any artists to get to record with you when you're promoting yourself, because they're always going to say, well, you're always going to promote yourself over us. And I know the Martinez sons had told me about that. So that ultimately led to Freddie calling it quits before he really wanted to, because he really wanted to dedicate his time to his company. And that's why the Agustin Ramirez's and those types of guys could come and record for him. But as long as he was recording himself, I mean, and I don't blame Freddie for wanting to put his
Mhm.
music. It's his music, you know what I mean? Claro que vas a promover lo tuyo
Of course. Yeah.
sobre de alguien más, pero those are the conflicts of interest that you cannot have, and that's why he did that. And of course, I mean, the rest is history. But what do you around that time when your
Hmm.
dad was with them? What do you remember about that, or stories about your dad at that time?
All I heard back then was that Freddie and my dad had a conversation, and that Freddie was complaining to him that nobody wanted to sign him. That he wanted to be signed, and nobody wanted to sign him. Nobody wanted to hear him out or whatever, because disqueras son disqueras. It
Yes,
wasn't
Oh yeah.
anything against him. It was
of
just,
course.
you know, and my dad said, pues, ¿por qué tú no pones una disquera? Y luego tú sacas tu propia música y así, y también sacas los de otros artistas igual. And so he's like, oh, you know what? Okay. So that's how he did it. So that's how
And
it started.
Hugh, I mean, you know this. His story is like no other. I mean, to write the song, it's under his label. You know, he made in those days you could make some money selling
That's it. You have
LPs
yeah
and 45s and
total control over his works, man, and to have total
Correct.
control
Yes.
100%. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there's so many different types of royalties, mechanical royalties, and all these like, and even though
Mm-hmm.
there's probably more today than there were back then, but I mean, still, when you have 100% control of your music, I mean, gee, it's that's what more can you ask for, man?
he
Yeah.
cornered that in the 70s. He cornered that market, man.
Oh
It was
yeah, he sure
Mm-hmm.
did.
it
Yeah,
was a gamble, but it was a gamble that paid off for him. And
yeah.
and look at all the artists. Heck, we're one of the artists that we got to record. There were Freddie Records back in the
Mm-hmm.
days, and like I said, Ramon Ayala, Los Terribles, La
Yep.
Sombra, Los Chamacos, and
Mm-hmm.
the list just goes on and on
Goes on
of
and on, man. Anybody who's
bands.
anybody has recorded there at
That's
one,
right.
whether it's
Uh-huh.
been one or two or three albums or whatever. But man, everybody's gone through there, bro. If you look at their catalog, I mean,
Yep.
every band that
Yep.
you can think of, man.
Yep.
And it's funny, it all started back then. This is, I mean, Lucy, thank you for this little nugget that you gave us here, because I would have never known it. Now I know it. I love history, and you know, to be able to tie that in here on Puro Potente, man, yeah, that's special. Because this is a show that I won't quickly forget because I ain't gonna forget that. I'm gonna add it to my stories there. Do you know anything else that we need to know?
If I think of anything, I'll let
You
you
let me
know.
know. Trust me. Hey, we'll bring you on a special appearance here. Tell us what
Sure.
else you know about here. Okay, I know we're approaching that 13-minute mark, so I want to go ahead. This one is one of my favorites. Obviously, the song is a very covered song, but I like the way it's done. I like the panning. It's another classic Tejano song. The way, especially the way you did it. Like I said, there's a lot of things going on with keyboards and stuff. Different instrumentation pans to the left and to the right. So that's why I asked you earlier about the producer, because I mean I like, I mean, this right here. Now the quality. When was this recorded? By the way, Golpes
It
en el
was
Corazón.
recorded in 2020.
Okay, so it's been a couple of years. It's been several
Mhm.
years. Okay, and then
Mhm.
Como lo olvido, that's here recorded here. I'm assuming in the past year and a half.
It was recorded in July
Okay,
of this this year.
Yes.
Yes.
Now there's a noticeable difference in the mix. Okay, the Como
Yes.
lo olvido is
Two different
much more.
producers
Yes, the mix of Como lo olvido
also.
is very very professional. The mix, I will say that it's great.
Hmm.
The mix here on Golpes en el Corazón isn't quite the same as that one. It's been 5 years, number one, and depending on where it was recorded and how much time they put into it, but I do like the arrangements, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
I like the flow of the song. There's a middle, we'll talk about it here, the how y'all break it down in the middle. Like I said, I really I put these videos together, mind you, okay? So that's why I know a lot
I'm
about it.
not happy with that breakdown that you're talking about.
I
I
like
don't
it.
like it.
Hey, so you can see so you can just exactly, dude. This is great because it shows you because it moves.
Okay, but I'm gonna be the I'll be the tiebreaker. Let's just
Okay, all right,
listen
here
to
we
it.
go.
I'll listen to
Let's
it.
listen to it and we'll talk about it on the other side, guys. Here we go.
Okay.
Yo te regalaba todo, todo lo que me pedías. Sin embargo, me reclamas si te daba hasta mi vida. Pero tú, ¿qué me has dado? Falsas promesas de amor. Pero tú, ¿qué me has dado? Golpes en el corazón. Yo te regalaba todo. Hoy reñimos y te olvidas. Salí mal con mis amigas porque tú no las querías. Pero tú, ¿qué me has dado? Todo lo perdí por ti. Pero tú, ¿qué me has dado? Solo me has hecho sufrir. Para sanar las heridas voy a buscar otro amor. Casi arruinaste mi vida, golpeando mi corazón. Yo te regalaba todo, con mi madre discutía, me quería abrir los ojos, perdóname madre mía, pero tú, ¿qué me has dado? Todo lo perdí por ti. Pero tú, ¿qué me has dado? Solo me has hecho sufrir. Para sanar las heridas voy a buscar otro amor. Casi arruinaste mi vida, golpeando mi corazón. Pero tú, ¿qué me has dado? Falsas promesas de amor. Pero tú, ¿qué me has dado? Golpes en el corazón.
All right, Q. Yes or no? I'll tell you why. Yeah, I'll tell you why. Yes.
Okay.
Q.
I'm gonna say no, but I'll remind you that I've only heard it once.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why yes. And this is a producer thinking. This is why. Because when you produce music, if you listen to the English bands who produce music, the English producers, this is probably, I'm assuming this is probably why the guy did this. I watched a producer video. What's his name? Joe. You know, for Joe from Personas. Anyway, he says when you get everything too repetitive, it's just like this. It's like telling a story. And that song, the verses are all very much the same. The progression is the same. Once you put that piece in there, it gives it color. It locks the listener back in because you haven't heard that piece. You understand? This is what a producer's thinking when they make that. They haven't heard that. It's a total counter melody to it. So what it does is it links the listener back into your song to get you closer to the end, and which is what you want to get your listener all the way to the end of your song. That's just my thought.
I'm I- I'm good with that. However, comma, it's not it's not full enough for me.
I understand what you're
Does that
saying.
make
Yes,
sense?
yes, no, no.
Maybe
I
a
So
little
because
bit.
where you're coming
That's
from.
all
Yes.
it is.
so what I heard initially was the idea is right. This is the right idea. Change it up. It's great. I just didn't like what they did. I think it could have been
Hmm.
better. How? I don't know. I have to listen to it several times. I wasn't there. I mean, I don't know. But I'm with Anthony, and the mix on this one was lacking compared to the other one that we heard.
Yes. The other one is.
It was just not as punchy. There
Yep.
wasn't a whole lot. There was a lot of bottom end missing from the mix.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm listening on AirPods,
No,
so I
no,
mean,
no. That's
but
exactly
Same.
what
I
it is.
even on the AirPods, the other song that we heard was a lot punchier. It was
Yes.
just had a lot more low end on it, a
But
lot
I
fuller.
liked the arrangements, the backgrounds in this one are very full. And Lucy, that's
Yeah,
why I think you're saying that that middle piece, which would be considered like a bridge, because it's bridging the
Yes.
first part of the song
Yes.
to the next part of the song. That's its purpose, that piece.
Yes.
And I think that the
Mhm.
reason why you feel that it's lacking is because, I mean, if you listen to some of the backgrounds that these guys are playing, the backgrounds, I mean, it's so big, and I love that. I love that sound so big, but that's why I think you're seeing it so small, but that's not a bad thing. And like I said, it's everybody has their own opinion. I actually loved it because it just kind of just, and all of a sudden, and now it comes back in, then you come in back with the voice and everything powerful again. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see
When
what
you
you're saying. I
if
see
you
what
yeah,
you're
because
saying.
see, think about that. The song is very powerful. Not the mix, like you says. I would have liked to heard your voice more out front. But that's a mix. Everybody mixes the way they want. Me, if it would have
right.
been me, I'd have had your voice out a lot louder. You know what I mean? Because it was kind of even with all the stuff. But that song is real big when you listen to all the parts, man. That's what I'm listening to. The da 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 and the dee
Yeah,
dee. I mean, it's full. And then
it's
all of a
very
sudden,
full.
you just bring down everything. But man, when you hear your voice come back in, it's powerful because you're coming off a very quiet little part and it's building, 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 and boom, you're back in Ita Chingon again. That's the reason for that was the producer's idea in that. Now, I don't know the
Mhm.
guy, but I think he did a pretty good job. I think he did a pretty good job.
I think you might know him actually.
Yeah, you might be right. Hey, let's go. We got this. Mira, Chicks Crossing. Excelentes canciones son del gusto de la gente. Chicks Crossing is a big Tejano fan. He likes all the Tejano. Mi amigo,
Muchas
nos vemos
gracias.
el día 7. Ya tengo tu playera separado, ¿ok? Cuando nos tomamos una foto, te la vamos a regalar por ser gran fanático de Potente. ¿Qué dice? Saludos, compadre. Okay,
Saludos,
what do we
brother.
got here? Saludos de Monterrey, Nuevo León. Gracias, Potente, por seguir adelante, alentan, alentando a
Alentando.
la gente a seguir influyendo en la música tejana. This guy is a big time tejano, and that's what we want. Now he knows who you are. Blanca knows who you are. We had
Yeah,
Jay
I think I
Sterling.
have them on. I think I've got them as followers
Yes,
somewhere.
Jay Sterling was on our show. Blanca didn't know. You know, the few listeners
Six.
that we have or viewers, boom, they know your music, and now they know you going forward, and that's the idea of trying to help all of us together.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Lucy, is there anything else that you want to say? Maybe another nugget that you might want to drop here that we don't know about? What what is there something about Lucy that we need to know or the viewers need to know?
Uh, Not that I can think of. I mean, what am I? No, I mean, I've got apparently new music coming soon now.
Well, that's
because
good. Congratulations.
because
Yay!
I was waiting for it for the raw stuff to come in, and it was taking long enough. But the writers just sent it to me late last night, so I've got it, and now I just have to send it over to Sebi and of course, get everything started and get everything done. So
Pues quiera
So,
Dios en
hopefully
so
estos
is this
3
music?
years.
Wait, is your music released? Is your music released on an independent label, or is it just?
on mine,
Are they just independent work?
my
Awesome.
label,
And what is the name of that label?
Emerald Records.
Oh, cool. All right.
Awesome.
Right on.
These days,
Yeah.
it's hard. Most people just do DistroKid or what was the other one? Symphonic or what was it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's all
Or
yeah.
CD Baby. Those are
CD
distributors. Yeah,
Baby.
just
Yeah.
CD Baby. That's how we do it too. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just
Well,
they take
yeah.
care of
It's just
everything.
yeah, they do, but it's still like distributed, or rather, still under my
Yes, I know.
label,
I get
which
you.
you know what I mean.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
no, of
Right.
course. I said, well, like I said, it was great to have you on the show. We're about right at that hour mark. Ya no te
Yeah.
quitamos el tiempo.
Thank you.
Thank you
Gracias.
so much for coming out. Like I said, it's been a pleasure, and this is a show, like I said, that I won't quickly forget because I'm gonna constantly remember your dad and Freddie Martinez, that connection. So I'm never gonna forget you, okay, ever. And you are welcome on our show whenever you want.
Thank you.
You can message me directly
Absolutely.
and you can come on our show. I said
Awesome.
you don't have to wait for Heather or Rosie to come on. You want to come on, just send me a message and we'll squeeze you in, Lucy. I promise you, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me. Y buenísima suerte. Break a leg in Monterrey. Not really,
Thank
but
you. Muchas gracias.
Y
Thank you.
en lo que quiera que los hagan, que Diosito me los cuide y que todos les salga bien. Gracias.
Igualmente,
Okay, muchas
Lucy.
gracias,
Hasta
Lucy.
la próxima. Ladies and
Hasta la
gentlemen, Q,
próxima.
you want to say anything before we leave, Q?
I just want to say what a pleasure it was meeting you and getting to know you a little bit. Again, I salute your passion for what you do and how you do it, and I think we need more of that in the industry. And just as puro para adelante. Good job.
Igualmente y puro para adelante. Así
Before
es.
we go, saludos a Mel Tejano Day.
Saludos.
Muchísimas gracias por sintonizar. Mickey Gutierrez, we got it right here.
Mickey.
Hey, y'all tuned in
Yeah,
from West
Mickey.
Texas. Saludos, West
Saludos
Texas.
a todos.
Right on, brother.
If you're still tuned in and you want to catch, this is a great show. There's a lot of good information that we got out of Lucy here on Puro Potente. So as soon as we're off here, go and watch it in its entirety. It's a must watch. Lucy, one more time, thank you so much. We hope
Thank you
we
guys
wish
so
you the
much for
best.
having me.
We wish you the best in the future and hope to hear from you
Gracias.
soon, okay?
Yes, sir.
Nos
Gracias.
vemos.
Adiós. Buenas noches.